Hey, it's time to read, time to learn. We're in Leviticus 23:18. And you must present along with the loaves of 7 sound male lambs, each a year old, and 1 young bull and 2 rams. They should serve as a burnt offering to Jehovah, along with their grain offering and their drink offerings, as an offering made by fire of a restful order to Jehovah. And you must render up 1 kid of the goats as a sin offering, and 2 male lambs each year old, as communion sacrifice. And the priest must wave them to and fro, along with the loaves of the first ripe fruits, as a wave offering before Jehovah, along with the 2 male lambs. They should serve as something holy to Jehovah for the priest. And you must make a proclamation on this very day. There will be a holy convention for yourselves. No sort of laborious work may you do. It is a statute to time indefinite in all your dwelling places for your generations. And when you people reap the harvest of your land, you must not completely go to the edge of your field. When you are reaping and gleaning of your harvest, you must not pick up. You should leave them for the afflicted one and the alien resident. I am Jehovah your God. Again, don't take all your harvest, leave some for the immigrant traveler, the economic migrant, and the poorest among you. Leave some. And Jehovah went on speaking to Moses, saying, Speak to the sons of Israel, saying, In the 7th month, on the 1st of the month, there should occur for you a complete rest, a memorial by the trumpet blast, a holy convention. Nor sort of laborious work may you do, and you must present an offering made by fire to Jehovah. And Jehovah spoke further to Moses, saying, However, on the 10th of this 7th month is the Day of Atonement. A holy convention should take place for you, and you must afflict your souls, and present an offering made by fire to Jehovah. And you must do no sort of work on this very day. Notice this by fire. Fire has so much power symbolically for it. For you before Jehovah your God, because every soul that will not be afflicted on this very day must be cut off from his people. As for any sort that will do any sort of work on this very day, I must destroy that soul from among his people. You must do no sort of work. It is a statute to time indefinite for your generations, in all places where you dwell. It's made it clear that these traditions are not supposed to be stopped. It's a Sabbath of complete rest for you, and you must afflict your souls on the 9th of the month in the evening. From evening to evening you should observe your Sabbath. And Jehovah continued to speak to Moses, saying, Speak to the sons of Israel, saying, On the 15th day of the 7th month is the festival of booths for 7 days to Jehovah. On the first day is a holy convention. No sort of laborious work may you do. 7 days you should present an offering made by fire to Jehovah. On the 8th day there should occur a holy convention for you. And you must present an offering made by fire to Jehovah. It is a solemn assembly. Nor sort of a laborious work may you do. These are the seasonal festivals of Jehovah that you should proclaim as holy conventions, for presenting an offering made by fire to Jehovah. It would look kind of cool if people did these fire offerings still. The burnt offering and the grain offering and the sacrifice and the drink offerings, according to the daily schedule, besides the Sabbaths of Jehovah, and besides your gifts, and besides all your vow offerings too, and besides all your voluntary offerings, which you should give to Jehovah. However, on the 15th day of the 7th month, when you have gathered the produce of the land, you should celebrate the festival of Jehovah 7 days. On the first day is a complete rest, and on the 8th day is a complete rest. And you must take for yourselves on the first day the fruit of splendid trees, the fronds of palm trees, and the boughs of branchy trees, and poplars of the torrent valley. And you must rejoice before Jehovah your God 7 days. And you must celebrate it as a festival to Jehovah 7 days in the year, as a statute to time indefinite during your generations. You should celebrate it in the 7th month. It is in the booths you should dwell 7 days. All the natives in Israel should dwell in the booths, in order that your generations may know that it is was in the booth that I made the sons of Israel to dwell when I was bringing them out of the land of Egypt. I am Jehovah your God. Accordingly, Moses spoke of the seasonal festivals of Jehovah to the sons of Israel. Okay, now we're in Leviticus 24. And Jehovah proceeded to speak to Moses, saying, Command the sons of Israel that they get for you pure beaten olive oil for the luminary, to light up the lamp constantly. Outside the curtain of the testimony in the tent of meeting, Aaron should set it in order from evening to morning before Jehovah constantly. So you can't let that flame go out, that's right. Reminds me of the Vestal Virgins in Greece. It is a statute to time indefinite during your generations. Upon the lampstand of pure gold he should set the lamps in order before Jehovah constantly. And you must take fine flour and bake it up into 12 ring-shaped cakes. 2 lengths of an ephah should go to each ring-shaped cake. And you must place them in 2 sets of layers, 6 to the layer set, upon the table of pure gold before Jehovah. And you must put pure frankincense upon the layer set, and it must serve as the bread for remembrancer, an offering made by fire to Jehovah. On one Sabbath day after another he should set it in order before Jehovah constantly. It is a covenant to time indefinite with the sons of Israel. And it must become Aaron's and his sons, and they must eat it in a holy place, because it is something most holy for him from Jehovah's offerings made by fire, as a regulation to time indefinite. Now, a son of an Israelite woman, who, however, was the son of an Egyptian man, went out into the midst of the sons of Israel. And the sons of Israelites and the Israelite man began to struggle with each other in the camp. And the son of the Israelite woman began to abuse the name and to call down evil upon it. So they brought him to Moses. Incidentally, his mother's name was Shelomith, the daughter of Dibri of the tribe of Dan. Then they committed him into custody, till there should be a distinct declaration to them, according to the sayings of Jehovah. And Jehovah proceeded to say to Moses, saying, Bring forth the one who called down evil to the outside of the camp, and all those who heard him must lay their hands upon his head, and the entire assembly must pelt him with stones. And you should speak to the sons of Israel, saying, In case any man calls down evil upon his God, he must then answer for his sin. So the abuser of Jehovah's name should be put to death without fail. The entire assembly should without fail pelt him with stones. Oh. The alien resident, the same as the native, should be put to death for his abusing the name. That's interesting. I didn't know that. And in case a man strikes any soul of mankind fatally, he should be put to death without fail. Ooh. And the fatal striker of the soul of domestic animal should make compensation for it, soul for soul. Oh, that's cool. It's like, don't do animal abuse. And in case a man should cause a defect in his associate, then just as he has done, so it should be done to him. Fracture for fracture. Eye for eye, tooth for tooth, the same sort of defect he may cause in the man. That is what should be caused in him. And the fatal striker of a beast should make compensation for it. But the fatal striker of a man should be put to death. That's a cool verse. One judicial decision should hold good for you. The alien resident should prove to be the same as the native, because I am Jehovah your God. After the sons of Moses spoke to the sons of Israel, and they brought forth the one who had called down evil to the outside of the camp, and they pelted him with stones. Thus the sons of Israel did just as Jehovah had commanded Moses. Wow, that's the end of 24, fam. 20 and 21 were actually pretty cool. I annotated those. I'm pretty sure those will come in handy later.